Give it up for Jarell Perry, everybody.
Voices of LA it's basically a festival that bridges the gap between artists of Jewish culture and descent and the rest of Los Angeles, and kind of showing the diversity of Los Angeles as well as the Jewish community in all of these different areas. I'm not Jewish, but I'm happy to be collaborating with my Jewish brothers and sisters here. I've always wanted to be considered as a world artist, you know, and there was no better opportunity for me to show myself as a global artist than to actually dig in deep and kind of take those risks to collaborate with an act that's a completely different musical style than mine. So it's dope. We have me doing my alternative R&B thing. We have El Gavachillo with the banda ranchero styles. They got me singing Spanish up there. We're even throwing in some Mediterranean and Israeli kind of musical influences. So it's something that you've never heard before. We're just kind of giving people a taste along the way of what we're doing here, and then it's kind of cool because you kind of get this build up over the summer. It's really more of like a community event and a word of mouth thing. So you know, as people are previewing these experiences on an individual basis, they're then invited back to this larger festival going down in September.
It's all you have to have when it's said and done. The fields open to play when the battle's won.
Preparing for it was actually an interesting process because we got to start from the ground up. First of all, it was just me and Wil-Dog going through each other's music, you know, playing. We played his tracks, we played my tracks, and just kind of saw where we might have some overlap or where there were opportunities to kind of cross over and make a really collaborative event. We didn't really want it to be just me performing my songs and then him performing his songs. We really wanted it to be a truly authentic mashup, so to speak. Music that we make, I like to call it progressive R&B. You know, I'm an R&B soul singer, you know, by blood almost, you know, but I always wanted to make music that I hadn't heard before, so that just means we open it up to whatever it is that's inspiring us at the time. Yeah, UCLA was a really great time for me. It's kind of where I found myself as an artist and really discovered that this is what I wanted to do for a living, you know, because I went in as a political science major and doubled in communications. I knew music I was going to do no matter what, so I just ended up, you know, getting together with dudes from my dorm room, my dorm floor or whatever, Hedrick, and doing an open mic night at Kerkhoff, you know, and that was kind of the beginning of it, and we just kept doing it over and over again. Then we ended up doing Spring Sing a couple years in a row.
I don't want it back. I don't need it back. Back, back. I don't want it back, back, back.
I could have really just had, you know, a normal story of like getting a job and like, you know, because that's what I did, you know. My first job out of college was actually at a law firm, and then I ended up getting fired from that job, and then like, I ended up in a marketing position. But all the while, like I would go after work to the studio, and I was actually working on songs for other artists at the time. And I can just remember driving home like straight to the studio and then working till 6 a.m. in the morning, going home, taking a shower, and then going back to work. So, I mean, I knew that music was something that I wanted to do no matter what. So I kind of made it work. And at the last show, you know, we had a fan that had never heard my music before. She came and she said, you know, I had brain surgery a couple months ago, and this is my first time out, and you know, and when I heard you guys play your song "Win," it just like brought tears to my eyes, and like this is how I felt, and you know, it's like for me that was kind of like a pivotal moment, because you know, it's when you kind of put things into perspective. You know, here I am. I could be thinking this is just another gig, but to anybody else in that audience, you know, this could be their moment. But to see that they're inspired, you know, by my story and the fact that I've been able to make progress, you know, out of a dream. The fact that that inspires them, you know, that also drives me forward, you know, because I want people to know that whatever it is, you know, you can do it.